Hey guys, so today I will help you with a new topic which is Relativsätze. So this is a very important topic and you learn this topic either in your A2 level or B1 level as well as in your B2 level. So let's learn today in detail. So what is Relativsätze? They provide additional information about a noun in the main clause. They require a special pronoun which is known as relative pronoun, and yes, they are Nebensätze. For example, this is a pen that I want to buy. So in this sentence, you can see there is something which is relating to each other. So what is relating in both the sentences is the pen. This is the pen that I want to buy. In these type of sentences, we will use Relativsätze. This is the woman who is very beautiful. Right. So in these kind of sentences, we will use relative pronomen and these kind of sentences are known as Relativsätze. So what are the relative pronomen? For nominative, it is their, the, das, die. Accusative, den, die, das, die. For dative, den, der, dem, denen. And for the genitive, dessen, deren, dessen, deren. Right. Now, how to check the relative pronomen? Now, you have two sentences. You have got to know that what is relating to each other. But how will you determine that which relative pronomen I have to use? So, it completely depends on the case and the gender. So, let's take an example. Let's start with the nominative. Relative pronomen is masculine is there, feminine is the, neutrum is das, and plural is die. Okay, so das is their coolie is their toy. This is the pen is very expensive. So these are two sentences. Now I have to make them in a relative Sätze. How we will do this? First step is check the common noun in both the sentences. So first of all, you will check what is common in both the sentences. Second is check the gender of the noun. You have to check whether it is masculine, plural, feminine, or neutral. Then you have to check the case, whether it is nominative, accusative, dative, or genitive. Finally, it's done. So this is my example. Das is their coolie is their toy. What is common? Their coolie. Their coolie is common in both the sentence, which is my step number one. Step two, their coolie, which means this is masculine. This is male. And step three, in this sentence, their coolie is my subject, which means this is nominative case. Now, how will you make the Relativsätze? Masculine is there, so it will be like das ist der coolie, comma, then there. There is representing here the coolie. So there, sehr teuer ist. Why is at the end? Because this is the Nebensatz. And Nebensatz means the verb always at the end. Right. So basically, you have to replace a noun with the relative pronomen. Relative pronomen is there. And what was my noun? Their coolie. So my answer is, das ist der coolie, der sehr teuer ist. Right. Okay. Next example is feminine. Das ist die Frau ist sehr schön. This is the lady is very beautiful. Step 1, what is common? The Frau. Step 2, what is the gender? Female. Step 3, what is the case of the noun? This is nominative case. So my sentence will be, das ist die Frau, die sehr schön ist. Here, die is representing the Frau. Right. And yes, is the at the end because this is a Nebensatz now. Neutrum. Das Mädchen schläft lange. This is the little girl. The little girl sleeps long. So what is the common? Das Mädchen. Das Mädchen is common in both the sentences. And this is neutral. And again, this is nominative. So my answer will be das ist das Mädchen, das lange schläft. Clear, guys? Next, plural. Da sind die Blumen. Die Blumen sind sehr teuer. These are the flowers. The flowers are very expensive. How will you make the Relativsätze? Da sind die Blumen, die sehr teuer sind. Right. Da sind die Blumen, die sehr teuer sind. Now, let's learn the accusative examples. So, what are my relative pronomen in accusative? This is den, die, das, die. First example is das ist der Kuli, ich kaufe den Kuli. So, what is common in both the sentences? Kuli. Right. Which is my step number one. What is the step number two? You can see their Kuli, which is common. Step two is we have to check the gender. Gender of Kuli is masculine. And step three, in this sentence, Kuli is direct object, which means this is accusative. So it will be like das ist der Kuli, then comma, den ich kaufe. So basically what you have to do, you cannot write like this, there's ich den Kuli kaufe. No, you can't write like this. You have to write the common nouns together. Their Kuli, den is representing the their Kuli, that's why it should be after the comma. So it will be, first of all, I have to put den, then the rest sentence, which is ich, and yes, kaufe at the end, because this is a Nebensatz. Next, das ist die Frau, ich habe gestern sie gesehen. This is the lady, I saw her yesterday. Common is die Frau and sie here. So it will be das ist die Frau, die, because die is representing here die Frau. Then ich gestern gesehen habe. Neutrum, das ist das Mädchen, ich finde das Mädchen sehr süß. So in every sentence you have to check the common things, you have to check the gender and the accusative, which is the case. So answer will be das ist das Mädchen, das ich sehr süß finde. Next, plural. Das sind die Blumen, ich finde die Blumen sehr teuer. These are the flowers. I find the flowers very expensive. Common is die Blumen, and this is plural, and the case is like this is accusative. So how will you write? Da sind die Blumen, die ich sehr teuer finde. Now, let's learn some examples of dative. Relative pronomen is dem, der, dem, denen. Now the dative sentence. Der Mann ist nett, ich habe ihm geholfen. So in both the sentences, man is common. You can see him is representing the man. So it will be like der Mann, dem ich geholfen habe, ist nett. So basically you have to keep them together. You have to keep the common nouns together, right? So der Mann, comma, dem ich geholfen habe, because this is a Nebensatz, then comma, then you can write the rest sentence, which is nett. Now, feminine is, die Frau ist nett, ich habe ihr geholfen. Similarly, we will do this, die Frau, der ich geholfen habe, ist nett. Neutrum, das Kind ist nett, ich habe ihm geholfen. Relative will be, das Kind, dem ich geholfen habe, ist nett. Now, preposition plus dative or accusative. Now, how to make the sentences when there will be a specific preposition? Der Freund ist sehr nett, ich spreche mit ihm. So in this sentence, you can say mit ihm is representing here. Him is representing here their Freund, and there is a fixed preposition you can see which is mit. So it will be like their Freund, comma, because this is dative case, so it will be mit dem ich spreche, comma, ist sehr nett. So that's all. Practice more and more about this topic. This is very important topic, and repeat this. If you like my video, then please like, subscribe and share. Bis dann and cheers. See you and bye.